Hello my friends, I am Dr. Bree and today I want to show you some simple stretches that you can do for your hips and your pelvic floor in standing. Sometimes we just don't have space to get down on the floor, or maybe our knees are not feeling so good and it's easier just to stand up. All you'll need for this is a chair. So in some situations, some of these stretches you could use a countertop as well, or even just a wall, but a chair is really nice to have. Something with a tall back is awesome. This is a little low, but it'll work. So let's go ahead and grab our chair for our first stretch, which is just gonna be a simple standing hamstring stretch. This is really nice to do with a wall nearby for balance, because it does take a little bit of balance to get your foot up on the chair. But hold on to a wall if you need to. And if you need to start with your knee a little bit bent, that's okay. Again, hold on to a wall or a surface for support if you need to. But you're gonna get your foot up on the chair and curl your toes up toward the ceiling. So they're gonna probably want to kind of point down, but you wanna curl your foot and toes up toward the ceiling. That in itself might be enough of a stretch right there with that straight leg and standing up tall. But if you want a little bit more, then you can inhale and hinge forward from your hips as you exhale. So keep that back nice and flat. You don't wanna round. You want to keep your spine nice and long. So I'm going to show you one more time. Is you find that nice posture. You inhale nice and tall. Leg is straight, or there can be a slight bend in the knee, but try to move towards straight. Inhale and then exhale, hinge at your hips and fold forward. You should really feel a nice deep stretch along the back of your hamstring. Now this is really nice because your hamstrings hook to your sitting bone, and between your two sitting bones, your ischial tuberosities, is where your pelvic floor muscles live. So stretching out the hamstrings and releasing those sitting bones, the muscles that attach to the sitting bones, helps to release your pelvic floor as well. So breathe deeply, and you want to hold the stretches for 30 to 60 seconds, nice and steady. Try not to crank your neck up like this. Look forward or just gently look toward the chair. All right, let's go ahead and move to the other side and shake out the leg. And I'm gonna actually move my chair a little bit so I'm not halfway on, halfway off the mat. So go ahead and again, hold onto a wall for balance if you need to. Bring the foot up onto the chair. So this might be enough right here, just standing nice and tall. Maybe your leg is bent, that's okay. You can just move it towards straight. So curl the toes and the foot up toward the ceiling. And if you want more, inhale and exhale, hinge forward from the hips. So again, we're not rounding at the back, we're actually hinging from the hips. If you need to hold on to something for balance, that's totally okay. Find a place where you can do that. And breathe. Keep breathing. And you want to feel like your sitting bones are pointing toward the back of the room and that you're not twisted in one way or another. So your sitting bones are pointed straight back and you're hinging straight forward over your leg. Just do one more nice deep breath. And come on up. Nice. Okay, shake out the legs. Our next move is going to be an inner thigh stretch. So you are going to also, again, have something for balance if you need to, but we're going to bring the foot up onto the chair so that your arch of your foot is touching the seat of the chair. And this right here might be perfect and enough. Just holding this. If you want a little bit more, then place your leg hand on the leg and your opposite arm, reach it up overhead and side bend. Try not to fall forward like this. You want to really open up your side. So you're not going forward, you're just going straight over. Breathe deeply. Again, opening up your heart, always looking up, never collapsing down. One more breath. And then bring your arm to your side and just play with this stretch. So just move around a little bit, bend your standing leg and just see what feels good. Move things around. I'm a big fan of stretching in this way too. I love static holds, but I also love just kind of moving and exploring what feels good in my body. So maybe one more time, just a little side bend, and then we'll do the other side. So shake out the leg. Ooh, you should feel some good energy there. And if you're moving your chair like I am, engage your core nice and strong to switch sides. So again, I'm going to use my balance to put my foot up on the chair. Just hang out here, this might be enough. And that's totally fine if this is enough of a stretch. Feeling the inner thigh open, the whole groin area open, the pelvic floor release. Blossom apart. Bring your attention to your pelvic floor and think about letting the muscles just relax. And if you want more, you can bring the arm up, maybe even behind your head. Just play around with this. Inhale nice and tall and exhale side bend. Always opening your heart rather than collapsing down. We don't want this. So I want you to open your heart as you side bend. Open your heart, open your chest. And then hand on the waist. And again, just play with this position. Just see how you want to move in your body. Bend the knee, straighten it, bend it and straighten it. Hinge a little bit from your hip and see what happens. Just kind of play around. Maybe even a few little hip circles. Hopefully your chair is better than mine. Mine is kind of all over the place. So finish up and we're going to do 2 more stretches. So this first one, again, engage your core every time you move your chair. Be sure to engage your core muscles. Now we're going to do a quadricep stretch next. So stretching out more of the hip flexors, the psoas, and the front of the thigh. So you're going to hold on to the back of your chair and grab your ankle. And I want you to keep your knees together. So what's going to happen is your leg's going to want to do this, but don't let it. You want to keep your knees side by side and then lift up through your core. So nice and tall and lifted. Gently engage your abdominals. So you're nice and strong through your core. And stretch. Keep strong through the core, lifted through the core, knees close together, and just feel that front of the thigh stretch. Now from here, we're going to release just a little bit through the core, and we're going to lift into dancer. So you can bend your standing leg just a little bit if you'd like, but I want you to feel like you're lifting that back leg up toward the sky and kicking the foot into the hand. So just kick that foot into the hand, and it's just a stretch in a whole different way. And then come on down. So that was kind of a quick, we didn't hold it for that long, but it's just getting our body moving and opening up in new ways. So let's go ahead and move to the other side. So hold on to the foot, around the ankle, knees together. It's going to want to come out to the side, but bring it together. Lift through the low belly, low abs, pulling in and up, zipping up the core, and just hold this stretch for a moment here. Breathing deeply. Try not to let your hips jut out to the side. You want to keep them lifted and tall, your whole body lifted and tall, holding onto the chair for balance. And now go ahead and release your core just a bit. We don't want to be super relaxed, but it doesn't have to be so tight here. I want you to release forward into a dancer pose. So think about kicking your foot up into your hand, kicking your foot up into your hand, kicking it up into your hand. The standing leg can be slightly bent. And hold it for another breath. And relax. Shake it out. All right. Now we're going to do a figure 4 stretch to stretch our hips, our hip rotators. So for this pose, you're going to face the back of the chair and you're going to place, let's say the right foot, for me this is my right foot, just above my left knee. So hold it here and sit straight back. Try not to let your hip jut to one side or the other. You want to sit your hips straight back. You should feel this deep in this outer hip right here. Hold it. Breathing and holding onto the back of your chair for support. Again, think about your sitting bones, those ischial tuberosities, opening apart, shining apart from one another. And this is going to increase the hip stretch and the pelvic floor release as well. It's really great for releasing the posterior pelvic floor muscles, which can get so tight in so many of us. As you do your last deep breath here, make sure your spine's not rounding and hunchy. We want to be long and lifted through the spine. And come on up. Shake it out. You should feel really good and relaxed through all of the hips, the pelvic floor, everything. Let's go ahead and finish up with our last, with the other leg. So left ankle goes just above the right knee on the thigh. And we are going to inhale nice and tall and exhale, sit straight back. Breathe steadily. Couple more deep breaths. Remember, your sitting bones are shining straight back. They're not tilted off to one side or the other side. You're going straight back. And also your spine is long. Try not to round your back. And come on up. Shake it out. Okay, those were pretty good, right? And easy. You can do them anytime during your day. All you need is a chair. I hope this helps you feel more relaxed as you move through your day. So often we carry pelvic floor tension. Sometimes all you need to do is relax your belly and your butt cheeks. Just let everything soften. Other times you need more of a stretch. So I hope this helped give you some ideas. Until next time, remember to eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. I'm sure that you know somebody else who needs it too. I'll see you next time. Bye.